Hey, welcome everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, good evening, whatever time it is around the world. Welcome to my day 9 out of 21 Fearless Life Challenge. Oh, wow. Day 9 already, you know. And if you're wondering and thinking, hey, but you've skipped a day or two, that's because my first Fearless Life went in the group, Fearless Life group, and my yesterday's one also went in the group because it was a Fearless Life and training all in one in regarding being consistent. So, identity crisis. I didn't even know, like, I was just finished tidying up the cupboard, which is the long overdue. It's been like, it feels, about 9-8 months. Just putting it off, and putting it off. So, identity crisis. Let me start from basics, first of all. When I was younger, growing up in North London, where I was born, North Middlesex Hospital, just taking it back into the day, and the school I was in and the people that I was around, especially the Afro-Caribbean, the identity kind of thing was like, everyone was from Jamaica. So if you're not able to relate, if you was going to school when I was going to school, like I'm 36, it's going to be 37 in the next few days. Well, yeah, about that. People classified me as Jamaican, and because of my skin tone and my hair was really wavy, coolie, believe it or not, I actually had hair. I basically just went along with it. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm Jamaican, I speak Creole. And as time went on, and you got those groups forming and around you, friendships and everything, and you're just thinking, where can you fit in? Which group do you belong to? Who likes the same music as you? Who likes the same food as you? Who's from a single parent home like me? I was brought up by my mother. Like, I was just thinking to myself, like, subconsciously, probably not even consciously, I was in my mind, subconsciously, without giving it a thought, I just got pulled into a group that I thought I was part of. And as time went on and I got more, into getting older and into more things, basically went into secondary school and the same process happened again. Where do I fit into? Do they like the same food as me? Do they have the same interests as me? And certain things just happen in life that, it's like, do you even know who you are, your identity? And the thing is, as time went on and life carried on going, my first thing when I was younger in school, when I was in actually primary school, was basically, they asked me, well, actually not even asked me, I was doing art. And the teacher said to me, you know what, it's only when you die you're going to be good at art. So it kind of killed my dream. I wanted to be an artist. I mean, I love art. I love art, not as much as I did before. I don't really draw that much. I'm more graphics, online graphics and digital art. But the thing is, that's what the teacher told me. So there I am again, looking to find my purpose, looking to find something that I enjoy doing. And you know what happened? I actually thought to myself, I'm going to do a GNVQ in leisure and tourism. And I did that because I didn't really do well on my GCSEs. My grades weren't the greatest. I got up to a lot of mischief with my friends, and I wasn't really paying attention. And I wasn't really getting the support at home when I went to go home to study. So, these are the things that I had to take into account. Thank you for everyone that's watching. If you're watching on a replay, let me know you're watching on a replay. I'm doing a Fearless Live challenge and this is my day 9, believe it or not. I also did a collab with David Halls as well. So if you're wondering, hey, there's 3 lives that you didn't do. You didn't stick to the Fearless Live challenge. I've actually stuck through with it. So where am I going with this? Well, as I got older, if I just fast track forward, as I got older, not really knowing my purpose and becoming a father, before I even became a father, I left home at 15. I was on income support. I was studying, but then when life got a bit more serious and I was in college and I lost my benefits because I didn't need it anymore and I was working 2 jobs, I cancelled it or whatever. It was still going anyway. That's another story. But anyway, cut a long story short, I had 2 jobs. I was working in security and I was working in retail. But my main dream was to be this architect. For those of you that don't know, I wanted to be an architect. So I went to college to study construction in the built environment. And while I was going to college, I was actually working the 2 jobs. Then I became a father and I've been through every single job you can think of. Thank you, Catherine. And you know what? The identity crisis for me was that I didn't really know where I wanted to be. I knew I had loads of skills. I knew I wanted to be something. I knew I enjoyed helping people, and I loved coaching and, you know, supporting people and assisting them and giving them the skills and the stuff to get them by. And I didn't know what that was at the time. But that's life coaching. That's personal development. Imagine that. How many years later I'm in personal development? But anyway, I worked as a chef. I've worked as IT technician. I've done graphics design. I've worked in retail. I've worked in, oh my gosh, I've worked in cleaning bins. I've worked in care. I've worked in, I've been a manager. I've done quite a lot of jobs. I'm thinking I've been a model. What else have I done? I've worked in a radio station. I've done teaching. I've done so much things. I'm just thinking, what else have I done? I've been a delivery driver. I've done community outreach work. I've done support work. I've been a residential support worker. I'm still thinking, what else have I done? What else? I've done so much things. And the thing is, when you don't know your purpose and you don't know where you fit in, you don't know your identity, all you have to do, really, the easiest thing that I can think of to give you the information that you need to find out what your identity is. And even if you don't know your purpose right now, because people will be like, well, my purpose is to go to my job. Let me put this straight. Let me put this into perspective for you. Just because you're a cleaner does not mean that's who you are. Just because you're a mother does not mean that is who you are. Just because you're a father doesn't mean that's who you are. Just because you're in prison does not mean who you are. Just because you haven't got no money in your bank, that doesn't make you who you are. Just because you're in debt, that doesn't make you who you are. I want you to understand. I want you to really take in and resonate with me. I want you to understand where I'm going with this. I want you to look me dead in my eye and let me know, what is your identity? Do you know your identity? Because when I didn't know my identity, I was swaying all over the place. I didn't know where I fit in. I didn't know who to be around. I didn't know who I wanted in my life. I didn't know where I wanted to be. And the thing is, it was August the 22nd when my life changed, when I realized that my sole purpose in life was to help people. My whole world changed. I was like, wow, this is what I want to do. This is what I enjoy doing. Imagine that. You see, the thing is, you don't know what your purpose is. Not all the time it comes straight, you find out right away. But when you do know your purpose, it stays with you. Now, what happened now is that certain things happened. Now, for those of you that are new to me and don't understand, and don't really know so much about me, I was homeless in 2013. I'm in no particular order, but I was homeless. I lost my relationship. I left my job. You know, all of these things happen. And they say it happens in threes. But anyway, the point is, I learned the hard way. When I went online and I realized who I really was, I lost a lot of people. I didn't know where I fit in. I didn't know where I was going with what I had. But all I knew is that I had a purpose, and my purpose was to help people. You know, I had a gift and I needed to nurture that gift. But the people that were around me were in a different kind of, they weren't who I was anymore. They didn't know the person I am now. I changed. And you see, when you change in life, sometimes the people that's closest to you, they don't understand. And they may say hurtful things. They may do things to upset you, but it's not because they don't love you. It's not because they don't care about you. It's not because they don't want you to succeed in life. It's just because you've made a change. And that's not the person they remembered you for. So it's uncomfortable for them to take on board who you've now become. I want you to I hope you understand where I'm going with this, yeah? So this is where I'm going. I'm going to read all your love and feedbacks, everyone. Thank you for watching. Share if you like what you're hearing. Comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching is much appreciated. You know, I'm just going to go straight back into it. I don't want to lose my track of thought. So basically what I'm saying to you right now is that my identity, I only really understood and grasped it in 2013, the 22nd of August 2013. But because of all those three things that I've already mentioned happened to me, it took a while to just really take on board. And I kind of like, when I went back into my relationship, I wanted to please the missus, who was still together. So I decided, you know what, and plus as well, I wasn't working. I had spent all my savings. I wiped off all my savings. I needed money. I had to make money. So I went back to a job. And the thing is, when you're so passionate about something, when you know your passion, when you really know what your purpose is, it cannot go away. No one can take it away from you. No one can stop you doing what you want to do, because once you really know what you're doing, for every single one of you who are watching this right now, it won't go away. It will itch. It'll be like a bad itch. You'll be itching all over. You'll be like, something's not right. I don't feel comfortable where I am. I know I'm helping people, but you know, that itch is just there and you're like trying to just get the itch away. You know, it's itching you and you just don't understand what it is. The reason why you're getting this, you're feeling the way you're feeling, which you could, and I'm going to put it into really what I'm talking about, the itch. Stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, you know, pain, ache, body ache, all of these things, man. This is stress. This is because you're not doing what you're meant to do. Your body's going into a panic mode because it sees danger. Because the body sees danger as an identity crisis. It reflects on identity crisis as danger. So your body, you're falling asleep, you're in pain, you're stressed, you got fatigue, and you don't know why. You don't know why these things are happening. And you're thinking to yourself, what is wrong with me? You know, I'll be talking to my missus, I'll be all watching TV and I'll be like, I would fall asleep. And I was like, you know, the thing is, what I want every single one of you that watch this video to take on board is that sometimes you don't know who you are. And sometimes it takes a lot to find out who you are. But if you look around you and if you listen carefully in what's going on and you look at the signs, you'll find out who you are. Because when I got back into what I'm doing now, that's about 1.5 years ago. I don't know the precise date, but that's not relevant right now. I just want you to know it's about 1.5 years ago. I was doing daily motivation up until the start of this year. I want you to understand something. That it's only because of the people that supported me, that were strangers, most of them, because the people that used to support me, they said I was attempting to be God. I was like, you know, I believe I know it all, you know, and they were just being so, they were saying the worst things possible they could possibly say to me. You know, they were wishing me dead. They're saying, you know, I'm a waste of space. You know, hope you don't ever see your children again. Hope no one likes you. No one loves you. People went behind my back. People said the most hurtful, painful things to me just because I made a decision that I wasn't going to support what I was supporting before because it contradicted who I was now, and I wasn't going to allow the people that's around me to tell me who I should be and who I can be, because I didn't feel that was right for me. And if I feel that and I felt passionate enough to know that wasn't for me, I wasn't able to do what I was doing before. And I had to take on board that if it meant me being alone, and I've done a video previously before, if it meant me being alone, then so be it. So be it. You know, I was not going to be taking the rubbish that I was hearing. I was not going to listen to what anyone had to say. And the people that said the most painful, hurtful things were my friends, my best friends, my family, my closest people to me. Wanted to just upset me and destroy my character, defamation of my character. But like I said, if you rewind back on this video, you remember what I said? It's not because they didn't love me. It's not because they didn't care about me. It's not because they didn't want me to grow. It's not because they didn't want me to be successful. It's not because they didn't want me to be wealthy. They just didn't understand the change. It wasn't the person they first met. When we became friends, when we had a rapport, I was now no longer that person I was before, so therefore they couldn't adjust it. They couldn't adjust around who I was, so they didn't know how to respond. And you know, sometimes in life we respond in the most painful, hurtful, encouraging, demotivating way, but we need to take into account that when people do that to us, it's not because they don't love you. And it's just they don't understand you if they don't know you. And it's just that they're coming from a place of hurt because someone's hurt them before. So when they look at you, do you reflect on them on what they used to be? And maybe they feel uncomfortable and feel like that's not your path because it didn't work out for them. But it's okay. I want you to understand it's okay for that to happen. Now, let me put it into perspective even further now. Now, when I finally got back into my path after listening to Earl Nightingale, The Stranger's Secret, look it up. Earl Nightingale, The Stranger's Secret, for those of you that are in personal development like myself, he was the founder who made personal development what it is now. Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Proctor Gallagher, Coach E.T., you know, just to name a few. They wouldn't be who they are now. I wouldn't be who I am now if it wasn't for Earl Nightingale putting out that recording, Stranger's Secret, and just changing the personal development game. But let me get back into it. Now, as I got on doing what I was doing, I went and did a life coach course. It was 2 days intense training, Central London. I already had my founded Make a Habit in 2013, just to let you know. So that's basically a motivational, inspirational, empowerment brand and a movement. So when I founded that, when I actually founded that, I went into the life coach training. I already had my affirmations. If you don't know what affirmations is, it's positive self-talk to yourself. Because you know, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should do before you watch the news, before you turn on the TV, before you turn on your phone, before you interact with your family, and if you got your family like I do, and they're straight as soon as they wake up, they're telling you about that, and you know, they're telling you their stuff, you know, don't open your eyes, pretend to be sleeping. Just go through your affirmations, memorize them, go through it. If you're not able to do that, escape, go into a dark room, go somewhere where you can be on your own and reflect on who you are, because you was born into this world on your own and you will leave on your own. So you need to take into account that, number one, take care of you. If you love yourself, you care about yourself, you look after yourself, because health is wealth. If you take on board what I'm telling you right now, your world will be a better place. Your relationship will be better. Your business relationships will be better. Everything around you will start to become better. I want you to just take that on board. So anyway, getting back to where I was. I didn't know who I was until people started calling me who I was. And just because someone calls you what they think you are doesn't mean who you are. Once you know your passion, you'll know straight. That's it. That's who I am. So people were calling me coach. I was like, coach. Yes, coach. Thank you, coach. Coach, you are the one, coach. Thank you for, and I'm like, I'm a coach. Okay. And then this recently, I look back on who I've attracted, the people that surround me, the people I'm doing business with, the people that's in my life right now, they're leaders. And you know what they say? Birds of the same feather flock together. So what does that mean to me? I realize I'm a leader. Now the thing is, a singer never knows they're a singer. A runner doesn't know how fast they run unless they compete with other runners. A singer never knows she's a singer or he's a singer until they sing in front of an audience and wait to see what the response is. You just don't know who you are. What I'm going to leave you with, if you just don't know who you are until you go out and start telling people who they are. Be nice, be respectful. Let people know what you think of them in the most positive, empowering, motivating, inspirational way you could possibly be. Because what you put out, you get back. I want you to know that. What you put out, you get back. I wasn't the nicest person back in the day. I wasn't the best. I was in pain. I was upset. My dad left. My mum was too busy with religion. I wasn't happy with who I was. So I thought I had to fit in with the other people that weren't happy with who they were. So we were robbing the kids when we were in school, you know, asking them for their lunch money. And I thought it was okay to do that. I was like, yeah, jump up and down. Okay. And I'm just watching what's going on, and I'm naive and I'm ignorant to think that's okay. And the funny thing is that as much as I'm saying what I'm saying now, I actually reached out to the people that I was robbing or I bullied at school, you know, because I was not perfect. No one's perfect. And I want you to understand that who you see right now is because of my life experiences before is what made me who I am right now. I want you to take on board that. So thank you to every single one of you that's watched this video, whether you watched on a replay, whether you're watching now. I want you to understand that I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. I know what I've done in the past wasn't great, but it's made me who I am now. So always focus on everything you've achieved in life rather than all the things that you haven't achieved in life. Because you know what? Just because you haven't achieved it right now doesn't make you less of what you are now. Thank you for every single one of you that's jumped on and watched this video. I just wanted to get off my chest. And now I know who I am. Once you know your purpose, once you look around and see who's around you, but sometimes in life, when you look around you and see who's around you, that may not be who you want to be. Did you hear what I said? Just because the people that are around you, that may not be the person you actually aspire to be. So how do you change that? Here, right here. Because what you create in your mind first becomes your reality. What you speak becomes your reality. What comes out of your mouth becomes your reality. If you think you're going to die today, if you keep on thinking about you're going to die, it will happen. If you think you're going to be wealthy, if you already visualize you're a multi-millionaire in here, In your mind right here, if you feel it, if you actually take on board what I'm telling you, you will become it. Now, let me break it down further for you, because people probably go, well, how does that work exactly? Let me put it like this. If you think you're a loser, if you think that you are worth nothing, if you think that you are beneath people's feet, guess what happens? You go into this like shell. You break down. Inside your body breaks down. Your mechanisms break down. Your whole physiology breaks down. You become depressed. You become tight. Your whole body crunches up. That's called stress. For those of you who don't know, that's called stress. Andy Benji, the founder of Fearless Lives, did a video today regarding love, loving yourself. He talked about a baby, what makes a baby what they are. A baby is fearless. A baby makes everyone happy. Everyone gives that baby unconditional love. And I really got to say now to go watch that video that Andy done. It's an amazing, powerful video that he done. And it's all about loving yourself. A baby, I said I was going to narrow it down, but let me just put this right for you, yeah? A baby, flexible. As they get older, flexible as a toddler. But as life's strain, life's pressures, bills, people telling you what you can and can't be, stress forms, your body gets tight, you start to feel uncomfortable, you're not able to do the things you was able to do before, your body's not nimble. And the reason why is because of stress. Stress is not something to be happy about. If your job stresses you, you need to find a way out. If your relationship stresses you, you need to find a way out. If your business stresses you, you need to find a way out. If society stresses you, you need to find a way out. No, that's not correct. Listen to what I just said. I don't want you to be ending your relationships, leaving your job, all of these things that I said just before. Let me just let you realize what I was saying to you. I want you to just pick up on what I'm saying to you. Stress is something you don't need. And just because you're stressed in these environments doesn't mean you cannot change your state of mind. I want you to pick up what I'm saying to you. Stress is not something to be happy about, but you need to take and work on here. Because so many people work on the outside, but they don't focus on the inside. Yeah? And that's what you need to take into account. Once you start taking care of inside here, all of outside will just shine through of who you are. Once you start taking care of inside here, you'll find your purpose. That's right. You will find your purpose. Because a lot of people, when I talk to them, when I'm coaching people, when I've got coaching people, and I ask them, the first thing I ask you is, what's your purpose? They look around and they tell me what their purpose is because of their environment or what they're in. Oh, my purpose is to be a father. My purpose is a driver. My purpose is to help people in my job that I'm in. No, that's not your purpose. That's not your purpose. No, that's not your purpose. My purpose is to survive and drink alcohol and inject myself with drugs. No, that's not your purpose. You'll know when your purpose hits you. You will just know. And the only way I can break it down to you and explain it to you the best I can to really help you is that when you really do find your purpose, there's no one knocking you down. There's no one taking it away from you. And then you find your identity. Once you find your purpose and identity, match made in heaven, it's over. That's it. Sealed. Done deal. And then you'll be seeing life in perspective. Unfortunately, sometimes in life, it is what it is. Some people die without knowing their purpose. The richest place on this planet is the graveyard. So, on that note, live your life to the fullest. Take care of people, encourage people, inspire them, motivate them. Smile. Don't be angry with the world because certain things ain't happening in your life. Help other people. Life is about helping people. Life is about pushing people and giving them the tools that they need rather than taking it away from them. You have everything you was born with. Because I'm not going to leave you if the graveyard is the most richest place in the world. That's depressing, mate. I'm not going there. I want to let you know something. You have all the tools that you ever needed in your life. You was born with. You have everything you ever needed. You have it. You have it already. It just takes the right people to help you find it, nurture it, pull it out, water it, grow it, and make it happen. And make a habit. Like, out of all your good habits. Because the thing is, what you need to take into account is that you was born with everything you need. These people sending you all this stuff, telling you this is going to help your life, telling you that this is going to make you better, telling you that if you drink these supplements and pop these pills, no offense to the people that do lotions and potions, but it's not about that. It's really not about that. You already have all that you need inside you. And now let me break it down for you, for the lotions and potions crew. I'm not disrespecting your business, but I want to let people know where I'm going with this one. And I was meant to be finished, but I'm going to wrap it up. Listen to this now. You can eat all the fruits and veg you want. You can take all the nutrients and vitamins you want. If you're not mentally here, if you don't believe it's going to work for you, it will not work for you. Simple as. If you don't believe in what you're doing, it ain't going to work for you. It's just like if you're in a business and you're looking to be a millionaire, but you don't visualize the wealth. You don't see the wealth. You don't understand why you want the money. Just like you don't understand why you want the health. It ain't going to happen. Because everything around you was created in the mind first. Imagine that. Now I'm going to read through the messages and everything. I just got real passionate. Thank you everyone for locking in. I'm on my wave, man. I'm on my wave. I was in a different place before. And the thing is, I was in a place of like, I wasn't in the right state to do my live at 1500. And I wanted to give you guys my all. I wanted you to see what I'm about. I wanted you to understand how you can help yourself. I wanted to give you pure value. So let me just read everything what everyone's saying. Catherine Benjamin, not sure how to pronounce your surname. That teacher killed your love and destination. That's true, but I got it back in 2013. Thank you. Yvan Flex, a Fearless Live member. Yvan Flex, Felix. What up, Andy Jules? Thank you. Let me know where you're watching in the world. Catherine Benjamin again. Hallelujah. Know you are who you are. Find yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Very true. Catherine again. When you're on your belly, not there. When you are on your belly, not there for you. Not quite sure what that means. Thank you for locking in Basildon, Essex, UK. Find your identity, eventually lead to your purpose. Powerful, man. Thank you. Hi, my Catherine Benji. Thank you. Catherine Benji again. Janet, wow, needed this right now. You're very welcome, Janet. Thank you for locking in. Catherine, glory to the Most High. Oh, most definitely. Janet Tweed, definitely. Felix, thank you for bringing on. You're welcome. Trevor, it's all about getting me on the phone, Trevor. Let's make things happen, man. You know, let's just do this. Catherine, depression, anxiety, and stress, not my portion. Yep. Everyone should watch Andy Benji's live from this morning. 100%. That's why I plugged it. 100%. Live, Leisha Marshall Writer. Live, thank you for locking in. Little Jamaican accent slip out. No, seriously. Nothing but love and gratitude to everyone that supported me on my journey from 2013. Wondered where I'd gone. Then I jumped back on in a year and a half because I had that itch. I couldn't allow myself to not be doing what I'm doing right now. I couldn't allow it. I was like, no more. I'm fed up of the struggle. I'm fed up of the pain. I'm fed up of all of it. I don't care if you... I was fed up of all of these things right now. And I was just like, look, I want more. I don't want to live my life like this. I want to help so many people. And in Children and Family Services, and on my last job working in senior enablement, my last proper job, I was like, I'm not helping enough people. I'm not touching enough lives. So I had to give it up to receive more. Sometimes in life, you're stuck in a place and you don't know how to get out. And you're wondering, how do you get out? Until you take that sacrifice, until you take that leap, like my man Spyro, who quit his job and is now fully self-employed. Congratulations to you. Like, I had to just make a decision that this wasn't for me. I wanted more for my family. I wanted more for my missus. I wanted more for my children. I wanted more from life. I wanted to help people. And that's why you're listening to me right now, because I refuse to allow my environment, the people that are around me, to let me, to tell me and to say things that I am not, to make me feel like I don't belong, to make me feel like I'm not welcome in the personal development industry, to make me feel that because I haven't got a book as yet, that I don't deserve to have a platform. I was like, forget that. I'm going to go out and do what's best. I'm going to do stuff that makes me happy. I'm going to do stuff that makes me feel alive. When I wake up in the morning, I know people appreciate to see me online, to see what I have. My team are so grateful for me. The people that mean the most to me know that There's a purpose. This guy, something about him, he's doing something, and we don't maybe know where he's going with it, but we're going to support him to the best of our ability. I want to shout out to every single one of you. You know who you are, without mentioning hashtags, without mentioning names. Every single one of you know who you are. If you're watching right now and you've never typed to say you're watching me live, let me know where in the world you're watching. Let me know if you're watching on the replay. I've been messaging people and they're like, yeah, I watched you on your live, I've been following your journey. And I'm like, well, I've never seen you mention anything, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay to be silent. It's okay. The most important thing is you absorb my energy. You take on board what I'm telling you. Yeah. And if you take the T, selling you. No one likes that it's sold to them, do they? But the most important thing is that you just take on board that you have all the tools that you've ever needed in your life. You was born with it, you have it, and continue to make a habit out of your great habits and knock out the bad habits one by one. Stay positive and believe, vision, achievement, be consistent, committed, and confident, and make a habit in God. Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll message you, I'll inbox you. Anyone that wants Andy Benji's video and you don't know where it is, I'll post it to you directly in Messenger. So just let me know if you want me to inbox you the video. I'll inbox you the video link and watch that video. Thank you for every single one of you watching. I didn't even intend to go this long. What's going on? I was meant to be 5 to 10 minutes, but I'm out. Thank you every single one of you watching. I'm out. Fearless Live Day 10 tomorrow. Thank you.